So, Dad, my friend Carol has a couple of questions about birds.
Does she have any birds of her own?
Well, she's got a red-headed peckerwood at home, but that's a different story. He's pretty well trained. She's curious about how you guys started and in falconry.
Well, I was always fascinated by it. And while my kids were growing up, I couldn't do too much. So once they got to a certain age, then I got involved in it. And you have to contact your local game and fish department and see what their regulations are on falconry. And then you have to usually take a little test. If I can pass it, just about anybody can pass it. So, and then you go through an apprentice program where you have a sponsor for a couple of years. And after that, you become a general and you can move on to different types of birds. And this is a female Harris hawk. Harris hawk is probably the most popular bird in falconry because of its sociability. It's very sociable. It'll land on your head, it'll land on your shoulders. You can fly 4 or 5 of them together.
Right.
And usually there's no territorial disputes.
Nice.
Might be a little bit of crabbing between the birds, but it's pretty easy to work out.
Sure.
I pretty much like to fly one bird at a time. I don't fly my birds in a cast or whatever. You know, I generally like to fly them one-on-one.
Cool.
With the rabbits.
So her other question is how do you personally feel about the birds? How do their personalities compare to domestic animals? Are they ever tame? Or are they always wild animals that someone can manage? Do they like being handled and pet the way some other animals do? Or do they merely just tolerate it?
They basically just tolerate you. There is a bond between the bird and the falconer, but it's not much. It's not like a bond between a dog and a
man.
A man.
Right.
You know, the bird will return if you show it food.
Right.
If you don't show it food, it's not going to come to your glove.
Right.
You know, in most cases. You might have a rare exception to that, but you can see she's not even interested in the glove. If I put food on the glove, she'll be there very, very quickly.
Right. So she's just hanging out on the top of the truck there. So they just merely tolerate people. But,
right. We basically keep them as wild as we can.
Right.
You know, so that they will hunt. You want them manned down to where they will tolerate you without harming you, so to speak. But you want them to take off as soon as they see game.
Right.
You want them to chase anything wild.
Cool. Well, let's go chase something wild. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
Right.